Austen-Peters is one of the prominent Nigerian female directors who have carved a niche for showcasing the Nigerian cultural heritage in her works. She uses a cinematic voice as a platform to showcase her directorial vision by thoroughly blending aspects of history and culture with the contemporary Nigerian setting. In this video essay, we will explore her unique cinematic voice evident in her films, with particular emphasis on her most recent work, House of Gar, and reflect on her distinct style of preserving the Nigerian cultural heritage through film. House of Gar begins with a gripping war scene between the Nupe and the Yoruba kingdom. Gar and his sons lead the Yoruba to victory, earning Gar the title of Bashorun of Oyo. After the war, Gar chooses a Nupe enslaved person, Zainab, as one of his servants, eventually making her his wife, which displeases his other wives. He appoints his brother Olokoye as the governor of Ibadan, and his first son Olaotan as the governor of Dahomey, and sends his other sons to govern Egbaland and Ilorin. However, he gives nothing to his younger brother Ulubu, considering him a drunk and a family disgrace. Gar's son Oyemekun was sent to Dahomey to be trained as a warrior. Oyemekun was in love with Princess Agboyin, whom he had wanted to marry, until his father married her off to his uncle Olokoye, the governor of Ibadan. After Gar fortifies himself, he considers himself the most powerful man in the kingdom, refusing to bow even to the emperor. Fearful noblemen allowed Gar to select the Alafin, ensuring a ruler who would respect him and not demand his obedience. Gar's resentment towards the Alafin grows, leading him to conspire with the Oyomisi against any non-submissive Alafin. This continues until Majogbe becomes Alafin. Majogbe, aware of Gar's tricks, protects himself with charms and is determined to end Gar's authoritarian rule. Majogbe's reign is marked by his efforts to stop Gar's violence. At the wedding of Olokoye and Princess Agboyin, Majogbe proposes a one-on-one sword fight between his best warrior and Gar's best warrior. Olaotan accepts his challenge, but Majogbe insists that Oyemekun, who is less experienced, fights instead. Majogbe's warrior, Idi Al-Farouk, is intimidating and skilled, but when Oyemekun struggles, Onisegun intervenes and stabs Idi, who kills Onisegun before dying. Devastated by his son's death, Gar vows to destroy Majogbe at any cost, so he uses a forbidden spell to kill Majogbe, and it led to his paralysis. After the death of Majogbe, he regains his prideful act. Though paralyzed, he installed the new Alafin, Princess Agboyin's father, his in-law, at his house, a taboo that had not occurred before. After the new Alafin took over, there was peace for years, until Bashorun Gar used the princess as a sacrifice to restore his paralyzed self. The act angered the Alafin, who plotted with the other chiefs that were already fed up with Bashorun Gar's power-drunk behavior. They used Gar's younger brother Olubu to infiltrate Gar's household and massacred his entire house, while he was burnt to death. House of Gar offers a rich and respectful exploration of the Yoruba culture, encompassing language, attire, music, dance, worship, and general lifestyle. Austen-Peters infuses the historical epic with subtle depth, blending dramatic moments with fast-paced action. The well-chosen locations, especially the mountains and horses, enhances the movie's historical aesthetic. Austen-Peters previously mentioned in an interview that capturing the historical period authentically was paramount for her films. She demonstrates this in her earlier film, Fumilayo Ransom Kuti, where she creates the historical story of a prominent female activist, Fumilayo, the mother of Nigerian Afro musician Fela Kuti. Her cinematographic style is recurrent in her films, as she uses a style that is both intimate and grand, using sweeping shots to capture public moments and close-ups to convey personal struggles. These are choices aimed to immerse the audience fully in the period and emotional landscape of the story. In House of Gar, Austen-Peters artistically presents images that not just go with the story, but interpret a deeper meaning in terms of camera angles and lighting. In scenes with high emotional outbursts, she skillfully utilizes intimate framing to depict a sense of loss, pain, and grief, thereby allowing viewers to understand the pain the character may be feeling at that point. In the fight scenes, we notice that the camera movements appear to be handheld, giving that shaky and unsteady feel of the surroundings to depict the chaos evident in most fight situations. The use of music and sound is also pivotal in the film. She uses music to set the mood of the scene. In moments of tension and suspense, we notice that the music plays a significant role in adding to the tense mood of the atmosphere surrounding the scene. Ow! Her understanding of lighting design is another key aspect that she skillfully displays in the film. Although she generally uses natural light to depict realism, she also artistically utilizes light to set the overall atmosphere of the scenes in the film. Her play with light in the film shows that she understood the use of light to artistically tell a cinematic story. Austen-Peters approaches storytelling by focusing on real-life experiences, struggles, and triumphs. She is interested in exploring themes of identity, resilience, and cultural heritage. Her goal is to create compelling narratives that not only entertain but also educate and inspire, encouraging a greater understanding and appreciation of diverse experiences. Bolanle Austen-Peters effectively blends formalism and realism in her works by using formalist techniques such as structured narratives, visual symbolism, and artistic expressions that emphasize the aesthetic aspects of the medium, while grounding her stories in realistic depictions of Nigerian culture, politics, and social issues. Austen-Peters' vision for the Nigerian film industry is one where diverse stories are told with authenticity to help elevate the industry and ensure that the Nigerian history is remembered, their stories told, and their voices heard and celebrated within and worldwide.